Hi everyone, this is Anna, one of your consumer technology specialists at Mid-Continent Public Library. Today we are going to start a series on internet browser basics. So in each video I will show you how to do a specific task in your internet or web browser. So today we are going to be learning how to create a bookmark. Creating a bookmark saves a link to a particular website so that you can access it more easily. I'm going to show you how to do this in Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and Mozilla Firefox. These were chosen because they are very popular internet browsers, and I'll be showing them in alphabetical order. So first up is going to be Google Chrome. So on my desktop, I'm just going to double click on the Google Chrome shortcut, and that will open up my web browser. Now what I would want to do is navigate to the page that I want to save. So you may be in the middle of a internet browsing session when you come across the website you want to save or make a bookmark for. So what I can do at that point when I have my page displayed is the first thing I can do is click this star icon that is in the upper right corner area, and it is kind of in the search or URL box. So when I click on that, I get a pop-up box, and here I have the option to name or rename the bookmark. I can also choose where I want to locate it. So you get to choose, just like a file on your computer, you can choose where you want to be able to find the link later, either on a bookmark bar or in a folder that could be other bookmarks, or it could be a folder that you've titled yourself. The folders do just give you more of a way to keep your bookmarks organized, especially if you have a bookmarks bar and you have added so many bookmarks that you can't see them all, which is actually happening on my screen right now. So my bookmarks bar is directly underneath the URL search box. So just past the last bookmark, the Outlook, there's a little icon, and when I hover over it, it says hidden bookmarks. And these, when I click on it, there's a drop down. These are bookmarks that I did add to my bookmarks bar, but there's just not enough space on the screen to display them. There is another way to save a bookmark, and this is also where we'll locate those folders that we create with bookmarks. So in the top right corner of your web browser, you should have the three dot menu. It looks like ours, it's kind of three dots on top of each other. And so when we click on that, we get a drop-down menu, and we want to go to Bookmarks, which is midway down. And as you can see, I do have a check mark next to where it says Show Bookmarks Bar. So I could uncheck that and it would just hide the bar. Maybe I'm doing something, I need my display to look a little cleaner. I can switch it on and off if I'd like. I also, right below that, have a bookmark manager. So this is where I can do some organization. If I've saved a lot of bookmarks and then decided I want to organize them, that I would click on the bookmark manager here. We can also import bookmarks from other browsers or other profiles. But what we will do if we want to bookmark this specific web page is we're going to select bookmark this tab. You also do have the option to bookmark all tabs. So we'll talk about tabs in another video, but it's basically you can have multiple internet displays open at the same time, and you can switch back and forth between the two. So if we click on bookmark this tab, we get that same pop-up menu, and so we can again name our link or our bookmark and then choose where we want to save it. We can also click the More option, and this will give us the ability to edit the bookmark. And once I have it saved, I can just click this bookmark from really any web page, and I'll be taken there as long as I have internet access. So the next browser we're going to look at is Microsoft Edge, and it does work similarly. So I can just X out of my Google Chrome browser, and I do also have the Microsoft Edge shortcut on my desktop. So I will go ahead and double click on that to open it up. And we can see that they also have a star icon. It's located basically in the same area as the one we just looked at in Google Chrome. So it is in that search box, and it is just on the far right side of that box. So when we are on a page we want to save, we can just click on that star, and we will, just like the other one, get a pop-up box where we can change the name. In Microsoft Edge, they call their bookmarks bar a favorites bar. So slightly different terminology, but it works the same way. And we do have the option to put our link there, or we can choose another folder that we want to save it in. And then we also have the More option where we can edit bookmarks that we've already created, or we can start our bookmark managing from there. So we can also access these bookmarks from the star icon with the 3 lines, and it's actually just to the right of the star we used to save, but it is outside the URL bar. When we click that menu, this is where we're going to see our bookmarks that we've put on our favorites bar, as well as the folders that we maybe have created to organize other bookmarks. So if for some reason you don't see the star or the star and lines icon, you can also access it by going to the More menu. And just like with Google Chrome, it is the 3 dots. This one has them horizontal instead of vertical, like they were in Google Chrome, but it just takes you to a More menu, and then we'll just go down to, again, in Edge, they call it favorites. So we just click on favorites, and it does bring us back that same window where we can get to all of our bookmarks. Firefox is the last internet browser we're going to look at today. So I can just X out of my Edge window by clicking the X in the top right corner, and then we'll grab Firefox. Also has a shortcut on the desktop, so I'll go ahead and double click that to get it open. And in Firefox, if we want to save a page, we're going to open the More menu, which we can find very similarly to the other web browsers in the top right corner. This More menu icon has 3 lines instead of 3 dots, but otherwise very similar. So you just click on it once to open it up, and there is a spot on the drop down that says bookmarks. So we can just navigate there, and if I click to open it, I do get another menu, and this gives me the option to bookmark the current tab. I can also search my bookmarks from here. We can hide or unhide the bookmarks toolbar from here. And then down below, we do have manage bookmarks as an option. So just like the other two browsers, when I select either the star icon or bookmark this page from the options of the star icon, I did have some trouble seeing it one day, but so sometimes it displays and sometimes I think it kind of just gets a little lost. So just like the other two browsers, when I select either the star icon or bookmark this page from the options in the More menu, I am going to get a pop-up. This one lets me again give a title or a name to the link. Also decide where I want it to be located. And with this one, I can also add tags, which would then help if I were to search for the bookmark. So maybe I want to make tags that are all music. So I put music on any bookmark that I create that has something to do with music, and then I'd be able to go through the More menu and search bookmarks. I'd be able to search with that music as the search term. So again, I would find all of my bookmarks within the web browser window, usually either on the bookmarks bar, if there is one. It might be called the favorites bar, or through that More menu under bookmarks or favorites. So you're not going to find your bookmark in a file on your computer or a folder on your computer where you save other files. It's going to be contained in the web browser window. And each of the web browsers we looked at today, they do things a little bit different, or they call them different things, but they are all very similar in where they locate the ability to save bookmarks or web pages, and they all look kind of similar. So hopefully this explanation has been helpful. Check back when we go over some other things in future videos to continue this Browser Basics series. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you let us know. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook on our MCPL 360 page. We have new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. And if you missed the live event, you can always find all of our videos on our YouTube channel. You can find all of our videos there on our Consumer Technology playlist. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you again next time.